This morning, we're gonna go ahead and get started sheeting the roof. I've climbed up on top and I measured 46.5 inches up to give me a 1.5 for my fascia board, sub-fascia board. And I snapped a chalk line. You can see the red line here. So I know where to place my first row of sheeting. I also snapped a chalk line on this side. Follow it down that way. So we're pulling a string line from this post all the way down to where Brenda is and checking to see if there's any sticking out. It looks pretty good. There's a little bit of gap and we're gonna fix that by trimming off one of these rafters here that we know that's long. Well, I had to stop the time lapse. My neighbor came over to chat and then he actually helped me with the roof and I didn't want to videotape him. So here's the finished product. Got all the boards laid out with the brakes in proper place. Now I'm just going to blow it off so we can put the ice and water shield on it. Well, we just ran to Home Depot to try to get some 5/8 OSB because we're one short and they don't have anything. They just have plywood and we couldn't even find that. And then the other local supply stores have closed. So we're gonna try to get this one up and that's the best we're gonna do. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. So we got one piece up, it's tacked down. It's not completely nailed down that way if we need to adjust it, but I think that's about all that we can do tonight. We're probably gonna tarp this thing in case it rains overnight and see if we can get anything done tomorrow. That just kind of goes with the territory when you're building. So not everything goes easy. Well, we gotta make a trip down to Coeur d'Alene. We gotta pick up some ice and water shield for our metal roof, the high heat type. The local store here doesn't have any, and Coeur d'Alene has about 50 some rolls. So we're gonna make the drive and head down there and pick some up. This is what they had in stock, which is for the metal roofing. It's for the high heat application with the metal roof. So this is the one that we picked up. The goal today is to get this installed on both of the roofs.
So we're going to get ready to put the ice and water shield down. And of course, we've never done this before, so we're just going to read the directions really good so that we know what we're doing.
So the directions say to roll it out, not actually cut it to length, which is kind of what I thought, but it says to roll it out on the surface. And I guess there's a ripcord that you can pull. So we're gonna see how this works.
All right, so we've got about 4 strips of the ice and water shield put down. It has been very sticky and, you know, I don't know, Matt, what would you say?
It's easier watching the YouTube video because it's hard to put down and get in place, and if you get it wrong and it sticks to each other, it's hard to pull up. But we're making a man. We got an overlap. It just doesn't look pretty.
Yeah, and look at my fingers. We can't even really use gloves because it just sticks to the fingers, and so we just gonna have all this black stuff on. So hopefully it'll come off easy when we get this all done. But here's just kind of like what it looks like at the moment.
All right, just finished the main roof there. Time for a little water break, gotta hydrate. Then we'll work on the 4-foot section. What'd you see, Isaac?
I just seen a black bear just run right by here. Not sure if he licked or sniffed anything, but he's probably maybe that tall. Just all fours, so it's kind of scary.
Trying to see if we can find some prints, but not sure. A lot of deer prints over here. It's actually the second time we've seen a black bear here. Saw one the other day eating lunch, and we looked across the meadow here, or the field, and we saw a small one take off running, but there were 2 deer here eating, and they got spooked and took off running this way. And then about 10 seconds later, this little black bear come running like right after them. So we have black bear in the area. All right, Brenda's gonna start laying this side out. Brenda just got all this tacked under. Kind of tricky to get all that under there with the sticky glue stuff here when you step on it. But so we got that on there, so we just have this other piece to do. Run it up the wall there a little bit. See, it's stuck on me already. Brenda's pretty exhausted from putting that stuff up.
Yes, my back is killing me.
But so we got it down. Got some other edging up just to keep the water off, but it turned out okay. I think it's gonna work, but it wasn't an easy job, that's for sure. We're at Home Depot trying to find some windows and doors. I'm looking at this door right here that has the blind in it, but it's got a little bit of a ding, so we're trying to get management to come over, or somebody in this section to come talk to us. They only have 2 of these doors here. Well, 2 on the bottom floor, and then one up above that we can't look at. And the other one has a real bad ding on the floor plate that's gouged really bad. So that's why we're looking at the one with the wood damage here. So we picked up our doors and windows, and they gave us $50 off the door for the damage. So we appreciate that. So yesterday we had some pretty good rainstorms, so we didn't get anything done outside. So today we're gonna try to work on installing 2 windows and maybe the door, but we'll probably do the door tomorrow. So one of the windows is gonna go about here, and then the other one's gonna go about there on that wall.
So I'll just give you a recap of the size of windows that we're putting in this bump out. That is going to be our laundry mud room. This one right here that you see is a 24 by 24. And then the one that's over here is a 36 by 24. We're going to try this window wrap out. We bought some black window membrane for our other windows, and it was really difficult using. So I found this at our local building supply store, so we're just going to give this one a try and see how it works.
One window down, we're moving on to the next one. So we've seen this done a couple ways, where you either put it on the window sill before you put the window in, or you put it around here and do it this way. So on these last two windows, this is what we're doing. This morning we're working on installing the door, and Brenda's working on the seal jamb here. We watched Matt Reisner and he was telling us, or in the video, as he put down this layer of barrier and then one on overlap the down part of it. So that's what we're going to try doing. That stuff easy to work with?
It is, but because I'm being blinded by this right now, I'm making it look horrible. It's not going smooth as well as I wanted it to, but it's better than the black in a way.
It stretches a little bit better.
Just a little bit. I know that if we could have used the zip tape, it would have been nice, but just not budget friendly for us right now.
We pre-fit the door, so now Brenda's putting down some Lexel, and then we're going to install the door, get it shimmed up.
All right, so we got the door plumbed and Matt's putting in the 2 screws and the hinges so that it secures to the wall.
We got the door in, seems to be plumb and level. Still got to put the doorknob in, but shut it. Feels good.
And this is a Delwyn door. It's got a blind on the inside of the window. We haven't put it down yet.
Yeah, it'll help let in some light because the sun doesn't really come around here. So that's why we got this, so we can open it up and then have some privacy if we need to.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.